Hello, welcome back to another episode of After 5 at Jumix. Today I'm your host, Sanz together with my partner here.
Hello, Deanna here. What's good?
Hey, so today we have a very serious issue, and it's actually very alarming and concerning issue around the world that we want to talk about, and that is the impact of COVID-19. So recently we've seen a lot of businesses suffer from big drop in revenue, and there's not a lot of people going out to retail shops. Supermarkets have almost no traffic at all. A lot of shops are closing down. The travel industry get hit the hardest because country closing down the airports. They close down the country itself.
Lockdown.
Yeah, people cannot go travel in or travel out. The travel industry get hit the most. And the second one will be the hospitality industry because no people traveling, no people is going to hotel to stay, right? And even events, like event company, people start to cancel off their events, like the recent concert and the Olympics 2020 might get cancelled as well. So there's a lot of loss in all this kind of cancellation or stopping of events.
There's one business that is prospering though, like selling toilet paper.
Yeah, and sanitizer.
Yeah, it's really like surgical masks are prospering.
Yep.
So right now, if you don't have any business, this is a good tip for you to really invest in. Yeah.
Yes, but I think because this is a great issue that a lot of people are suffering and a lot of businesses are suffering. I think majority of business are suffering, but of course there's still a few out there that is prospering because of how they can tackle this issue.
Yeah, it's true. Like just recently, 2 days ago on March the 11th, WHO has declared that COVID-19 is actually a pandemic. So if you don't know what's the difference between epidemic and pandemic, it actually is something like a new virus or bacteria that becomes harmful to a large group of people or communities. So this does mean that it's not only one of two cases, or even before in Malaysia, it was just a double-digit number that people are affected. But today it's becoming 158, if I'm not mistaken, and today is the 13th of March. So we are hoping that this number would decrease, but there are very slight chances that it will. So in this case, it's our best time to do prevention, not just from health, but also another thing is business, because we have to earn money. If we don't earn money, how are we supposed to live, right? That's the basic.
So this issue is really getting bigger and bigger. And it doesn't really just affect individuals' health, the whole economy is suffering as well. And just yesterday, which is 12th of March, we see a big drop, a big plunge in the stock market. All of the counters are in red colors. A lot of people are losing a lot of money. And it's more concerning that because the government just continue to see this as a health issues and crisis rather than an economic one. Because of course it's a health issue at the surface, but if you look at it in deep, it's actually also economic issues. And if people are not earning money, they are losing money, they are not getting paid well, people are forced to get unpaid leave and so on. Some airlines, they even stop their operation. Some factories, they close down. So all of these make the consequences of people not getting money. And when people not getting money, even if they get infected by the COVID-19 disease, they have no money to go to hospital, or they have no money to cure.
Not only that, I think just money to support yourself in your commitments and your housing loan, your car loans. Like yesterday itself, I saw a news reporting that Malaysian Airlines crews are forced to take 3 months of unpaid leave. That is very serious. Like what if you think about it, if you are just, coming out to the society and the working life, you don't have much savings for you to survive that way. So 3 months is a lot. And I'm sure that this is just a very small case. I'm sure a lot of people are suffering even worse.
So now come to our topic of the day. Are you a guy who run a business? Are you someone who run a business? Is your business online or offline? So today we are going to tell you how to save your business from the massive impact of COVID-19. Let's start off with the companies that get hit the most. For example, hospitality. What if you are running a homestay business? You're not getting any traffic, right? So it's very hard for you it's a tough time for you right now, because even if you do a lot of promotion, you give a lot of discount, people are just not going to go to your homestay. So what you can do now is to take this as an opportunity to revamp or rebrand your business, or also you can do some renovation, take this time to do whatever things that you have no time to do back then, right? Like maybe reshuffle your operation, adopt a technology system, go online, start a website, make sure your payment is well facilitated. And yeah, that is the thing that you can do as a traveling business or hospitality business. For the rest of the industry, if let's say your business is still very offline, it is the perfect time for you to go online. If you're selling products, let's say you're selling hand sanitizer, then of course this is the perfect moment to bring your business online. Start an e-commerce website. You can sell it at marketplace or wherever you want. And if you are dealing in, let's say, furniture, or you're selling water bottles, or you sell whatever products that is physical products, this is the moment that you should start an e-commerce website. Because with an e-commerce website, people don't need to visit your store, right? They don't need to come to your retail store because people don't want to come out right now.
That's right. And if you are wondering how can you do the best marketing, it is first to become your customer's friend. So if you are your customer's friend, you would think from a point of view on how to help them, stay safe and all that. So when you're selling your products, should you add a hand sanitizer? Should you add, surgical mask to really sell that and to help the people that your friends, treat them as your friends and they will see you as a friend. And this is a very good relationship to start if you are seeing this pandemic as an issue, so you want to help them. So always remember, how can you market? No need to go to offline events or going to booths or starting a retail shop. It's nothing we can do right now except for looking at it this way.
Yeah, and if you are dealing in services, then it can be hard for you because let's say you are in the massage business or you are in the dental business. You have to physically present in the location itself to serve your service, right? So instead of waiting for people to come, what you can do now is create a online form or even a website which you can start to collect leads and get people to do some online booking. Because once this disease has passed, this pandemic has passed, people are going to, go out in a bunch at the same time. So it's better for you now to save down all these contacts, gather all the customers. So when this crisis went out, then it is time for you to start following up with all these kind of customers. So if you are not online by now, you have yourself to blame. But it's not too late now. You can still start your own online business. It is the perfect opportunity and perfect timing for you to start.
Well, I think there's one concern that people would always go to when they come to putting their business online is how do they change? How do they communicate with their customers? Well, a lot of people ask this question on, can we meet face to face? I think this is something that is the best time to see it, that we can do, WhatsApp calls, group conferencing, and it's all very doable. It's very productive in that way as well. You can just stay in your office or anywhere that you're comfortable of, and you can still talk business. So it's business as usual. It cuts down a lot of wasting time, going out for parking, wearing your mask, have to, look here and there. So why not, do that instead? So there's no excuse for people to meet face to face now.
Yes, because people will need to change their mindset about this. Stop thinking that the face-to-face meeting is a very important thing or is essential. That 1 hour or 2 hour of face-to-face meeting in a coffee shop can actually be a 3 or 4 emails, or maybe a 10 minutes WhatsApp call or a 15-minute Skype video conference. All of this can be converted into an online or just over the phone communication. It doesn't need to meet face-to-face again.
Most importantly is you don't need to fly to that certain location. For example, we have customers from all parts of the world and they are communicating with us through, web chat and all that. Is all very good.
Yes, because there's no more boundaries because we have all this technology. So make use of them and stop being so stubborn about the communication. Yeah. If let's say you already have an online business, now this online field will be more competitive because people are bringing their business online. And more people will want to buy online. They don't want to go out. So what can you do in this timing? Okay, so if you are just having a website but you are not actively promoting it, you can consider to start to create a social media account, right? Start with promoting at social media. You can run Facebook ads, run Instagram ads, YouTube, Google ads. Try everything. Just spend a little bit on advertising instead of just waiting for people to come. Don't be passive, be active. And the attention span, people that pay attention at online, whatever they see online, their attention span is very short. So you need to study and research on how to capture people's attention in the shortest time possible. You have to invest more into your ads. You have to study what kind of creative to use, what kind of image and video that will work the best. When we speak of that, there are actually 3 main elements in marketing that you should use to market your business online, right? So the first one is the headline. The headline is your copywriting. The first thing that people will see and read is your headline. So your headline needs to be very, very catchy so that people will click on it. And then the second part is the content, which is the images or the videos of your ads or of your content. So if that thing is very attractive, you have an attractive image or you have an interesting video that make people curious about what it is, then people will click on it, right? And lastly, this is the close. I call it the close, right? The close is the action that you want people to take after seeing your headline or seeing your content. Because some of the ads I see that they try to promote their products. They say, hey, I have this thing, it's a new mattress or something. But when I go to their page, it's like there's no ending. Like I don't know what to do. I want to buy the thing, but I have no direction. So these 3 parts are very, very important.
Yeah, in short, I think a CTA is something that a lot of people have to work on, especially for anyone that has an e-commerce website. You have to look at where is the part where people stay there for a very long time, but they don't find an action that they can do to buy your stuff or contact you for more information.
And remember to don't just chase for the latest tech or latest trend. Like focus on building your brand, because even you go digital now, it's not just a temporary solution to this pandemic. It's actually a long-term strategy to build your brand, build your business, because the future is all about digital. So this is the timing that you should transform your business and not just treat it as just a temporary solution to this downturn.
That's right. And a lot of people are saying that time is money. But now that we can see a lot of people are slowing down because of pandemic, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be productive. You can do a lot of things while you should be doing when you're busy and when the epidemic isn't, out there with a very serious spread. So take this time to really evaluate all your digital, business needs or even your offline needs. But of course, offline is pretty redundant right now. You can go into digital world and you can see and explore what are the things that are out there that you can put into your, business right now. Take this opportunity and change it into a positive one so that we can all the businesses can try to still sustain and even grow during this serious times.
Yeah, that's a very good saying. So if you need any help at all, like making your business go digital, just feel free to contact Umix. We are going to help you and we are going to provide you the consultation on how to change your business. And it's for the long term and not just for the short term basis. So this is a very tough year and in the future, it's not going to get any better, right? So for entrepreneurship or for business, you're just going to face with more challenges and more troubles and problems in the life cycle of your business. So don't just stand there and complain about why is this thing happening to me or why this thing happening out there, why the government is not doing anything. Don't complain, but it's always a opportunity in every threat. Just depend on how you can change the situation to be a positive one. And as we can see that there's a lot of activities that's carried out by a lot of different authorities. So I think we can still see hope from all of this because see a lot of countries and cases, they're already recovering. And from what we can do as an individual is prevention. Make sure to wash your hand often, use sanitizer, wear a face mask if you're going out, and try not to go out if you don't need to. Don't go to places that have a lot of people. Try to prevent getting infected. And let's all pray together for a fast recovery and we can see a better world tomorrow.
All right. I think before we end this episode, we are going into the segment where we call Question of the Pod. It is a segment that we do on every episode and this is a question from our listener. So Sanz, this time is your turn.
All right.
What is a fail-proof method for small or medium businesses to unforeseeable epidemics in future, like what we are doing,
like now.
What we are seeing today?
Interesting. I think a lot of businesses are affected because they running completely offline or they require their employees to come to the office to work. They want to see their face every single day. So I think what people can do, I won't say 100% fail-proof, but to make this better or at least prevent a massive impact to your business, try to practice remote working. Let your staff or let your employees work at home or work at wherever they can. To me, like Jumix, we we are like an internet technology company, so we can basically we can work anywhere lah, as long as there's internet and there's a computer. But for some businesses, it might not be so easy, but try to use technology as much as possible. Adopt AI, use IoT, Internet of Things, to facilitate a lot of things in your business and the processes. So I think a lot of work process like accounting and so on can be, using technology to simplify it. So use as much technology as you can. It will really help in this kind of time.
Yeah, I think practicing going digital is very important, especially it's not about whenever it comes to working from home, it's not doable. It just needs practice on how communication is a little bit more different when you don't see the person face to face, but it's still very doable.
Yes, the first step is always to start changing from your mindset. Then the implementation and the action is just the second step. So you need to believe first.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much, Sanz. I think this comes to the end of this short episode. I think we are all pretty busy on how to really try to work our butt off to, avoid any negative impact to our business. So I hope this episode brings you the value you want to listen to. And I think we'll see you on the next episode.
Yes, and if you like this podcast, please remember to follow us at Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, and Castbox.
Yes, that's right. And if you have any enquiries or you want to be on our podcast as a guest, please send us an email to after5@jumix.com.my.
Yes, and I will talk to you in the next one.
Yep. Okay, so stay safe, wash your hands. Remember to wash your hands and stay safe.
Yes, and goodbye.
This is Deanna signing out. Bye.